Hi everyone, I sent out a quick video last week regarding APA format and what your case study should look like. It seems like a lot of you maybe struggled with a few of those points, so this is a longer video. We're going to go through the details of everything that you need to include each week. So if you got a perfect score on your Module 2 assignment, you could probably skip this one. You understand what you're doing. If you missed 1, 2, or 3 or more points, this is probably what you want to see. Figure out what you missed and what you need to improve on. All right, let's pull up this week's assignment. Lessons. We're in Module 3. I know a couple of you have worked on this already, and it's never too late to submit another copy, as long as you get it in before that deadline. Module 3, we're looking at case studies again, just like we will every week from here on out. You have two. The first one involves Karen, and she's suffering from fatigue. So given her age, her gender, her background, and her case tests, her lab tests, especially these, you should be able to figure out what is going on with Karen. Number 2 is about Bill. Bill has some bone issues. And I have a hint posted for you because C asks you for a normal T-score. Let's click away from this, get back to our class. Under the announcements this week, there is a section about T-scores. So if you've never heard of a T-score before, or you have no idea what it is, read through this, check out this demographic, or this graphic, and see where Bill fits in there. All right, now on to the formatting issues. I'm going to bring up a great example again. So here is a great example. Everything is in perfect APA format. There's a cover page. You can see across the top that there is a running head and a page number. In the middle, there's a title, a student name, Rasmussen, an author note that includes the date that you're submitting, your instructor's name, and the course that you're enrolled in. Going forward, here's the first case study, and this first case study was called My Knees. A little different than what you're doing this week, but a quick 1 or 2 sentence introduction on what the case study is about, in this case RA. And then this is the important part. Many of you missed this last week. A is listed here, and just the answer of A is written out. Then scroll down. A is a little longer because it's about tests. But B, the answer to B, right here, just one sentence that explains everything that you need to state to answer that question fully. It doesn't have to be super long, but it does need to use the correct medical terminology for full credit. Then we see C, D, and scattered throughout you see these parentheses, which is an in-text citation. So this student found this information at Arthritis Foundation, and it was published in 2013. When we get to the end of the paper, we'll see this full citation. So in the middle, we only need the name and date. All right, let's continue to scroll. Here we go. Her references. There's that Arthritis Foundation, the date, the title of the article, where it was retrieved. And this one didn't happen to have an author listed. If there was an author listed, you would make sure to do that too. Continue to scroll, and we come to case study 2. This case study was called What's Wrong? Again, 1 to 2 sentences describing the disease, and then the answers are numbered, or lettered, A, B, C, all the way down to the last one. And very end again, we have references that are listed in perfect APA format. Okay, if that's overwhelming, let's look at some resources. You can find resources under the Resources tab. Go to APA Citation Guide. You can look for e-resources. This is a good one to look for while you're looking for answers. And you have a Noodle Bib. We can go into that at a different time, but feel free to research it on your own. I'm going to use APA. This is the link that you go to. The course brings you right here, guides.rasmussen.edu/APA. You might want to bookmark this because it will be your help for the rest of your career here. There are tons of help here. I mean, just tons of kinds of help. If you are wondering how to create a cover page, let's go to APA formatting at the top. On the right side, there are two templates. One is in PDF form and one is in Word form. I would suggest you use the Word form. We'll open it and everything is done for you. You just have to fill it in. So the title of your paper is, what are we doing this week? Bill, let's just say osteopenia, or maybe like the last example, it was my knees. Your name, so student, oh goodness. Make sure you fill in the correct date here, your instructor's name, and your course. If you double click in the header, you can write in the title of your paper. And remember, it has to match everything. So it was in caps, so you type in caps, and the page number is already set up for you. Scroll down, and it has the next set ready to go. It shows you exactly how it should be indented, double spaced, and so forth. Am I going to be really nitpicky on that part? Probably not, but it's already done for you. You just have to fill it in. Fill in your answers here. So you can delete this paragraph and put A, my answer goes here. And then delete the next section and say B, my answer goes here, and so forth. So if you haven't already discovered this tool, please use it. All the way down to the bottom, we have references on this last page. If you are unfamiliar with using citations, please go back to the website and let's look at APA references page. You also have a drop-down menu where you can look at every single kind. On this page, you can look at tons of information on how to do this. I'm going to use a quick shortcut. Most of you are using web pages. Let's go to web pages. This is it. This is how you do it right here where I'm highlighting. If you have a web page with an author, all you do is fill this in. Put the author's last name, here it's Cycloff, the first initial, S, middle initial if there is one, year, month, day, period, the title of the document, and then retrieve from the exact address. Make sure you're not putting just webmd.com because that's not where you got it. You got the information from a long address that was a very specific place. Okay, I think we're doing good. Hang with me. One last thing I'll note, if you have any trouble, please talk to me before you submit it. I'd rather help you out when you're creating your assignment than have to take points off and correct you later. I'm always open for someone to call or email. And always keep your eye on this announcement section. You never know when something helpful might pop up. Okay, I think that's all I had to tell you this week. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope this helps. Thanks, guys. Bye.